Games. We love them. Our board games, our card games, our video games, mobile app games, even our puzzle games. Hi, I'm Kevin Thorne, and this is Nugget Head Studios. I'm an online learning experience designer, otherwise known as e-learning, and the tool I predominantly use in my work is Articulate Storyline. Now, some of you may know that tool, and for me, the way I keep up my skills is I often find projects that are separate from the work I do so that I can really focus on thinking through processes and workflows and logic and things like that. And the best way to do that is to really challenge yourself about reimagining a traditional game. I do this often, I do this all the time, but this time I thought I'd invite you into my studio, completely unscripted, Facebook Live, and we're just going to start from the beginning and go to the end and however long it takes to build it. What game? I found this game this year. Now, I live a sheltered life, otherwise I would have known this existed. But apparently this has been around since 1893. It's called the Tower of Hanoi. A French mathematician designed it. The object of the game is to move this stack of rings from one peg to the third peg. Now, the rules or the restrictions are you can only move one ring at a time, and you can't put a higher ring on top of a lower ring. So I can't move these, and what I would do is move this one here. You kind of get the idea. Now, how would you reimagine this as a storyline game? There's a lot to consider. The only thing I've done up to this point is build this wooden prototype in order to think through some of the gameplay. But what I like to do is invite you in next Monday at 11 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Pacific, noon Eastern. We're going to go to Facebook page, Nugget Head Studios Facebook page. We're going live, and we're going to go about 1 to 2 hours at a time. To respect everybody's time, this is going to take more than a couple hours, but I figure we just do a little bit at a time each day, and we go daily until it's done. I don't know, it might take us 3 days, it might take us a week, who knows. But I think it'd be fun because I can learn from you. You can toss me some ideas that I may not be thinking of, and we can think of things like, do we want to add scoring? Do we want to make it a two-player game? Do we want to make it the ability to add more than 5 rings, maybe 10 rings? How are we going to graphics? What's it going to look like in terms of, the colors and things like that? So there's all kinds of things to consider, but before we do that, we have to design it. We have to design our development process, and we're going to do that on a whiteboard, piece of paper. I've got some ideas how I'm going to do that. But what I'd like you to do is join me for day 1, episode 1, and we're going to start with a piece of paper and a pencil, and we're going to figure out how to convert this game to a storyline interaction. It's going to be fun. Hope you can join us. We'll see you there.